welcome to my channel. My name is Dina. Thank you so much for being here. On this episode of the Rainbow Shadow series, we're going to be dipping into a peach eyeshadow. So if you're interested in seeing a peach eyeshadow tutorial, then I'll see you back here in a sec. Okay, so the very first step is priming your eyes with an eyeshadow primer. My favorite eyeshadow primer is the Shop Miss A eyeshadow primer. It is a liquid to cream eyeshadow primer that you want to apply with a synthetic brush, and then once you're done applying this from your lashes all the way up underneath your eyebrows, you want to wait for it to dry completely. So I already have eyeshadow primer on my eyes, and my eyeshadow primer has dried completely. So now I'm going to dip into my eyeshadow base color. So my eyeshadow base color is a flat white color. So this color right over here. So I'm just going to take this flat white shade and I'm going to place it from my lash line all the way up underneath my eyebrow. So this is my personal eyeshadow set. Everyone should have a personal eyeshadow set just with some basic colors. So a base color, a crease color, and just overall colors that match your specific skin tone. Not everyone has the same complexion. So for that reason, everyone needs to have their own basic eyeshadow set, and then you can always add color afterwards. So I'm going to dip into this flat white shade right over here, and I'm going to dip this shade and I'm going to place it from my lash line all the way up underneath my eyebrow. So very, very simple. We're just setting the eyeshadow primer. Great, now once you're done setting your eyeshadow primer, I want you to just dip in one more time because for this specific peachy look, I do want it to be really bright and really vibrant, specifically just on the inside corner. So I'm just going to take a little bit extra, and as you can see, I'm just applying it right at the inside corner. Now, all of the brushes that I am using on my eyes, I did link them for you down below. They are from e.l.f. They're all under $8, so I believe they're all around $3 to $4, so very, very inexpensive, and they're very effective. I absolutely love them. They make your products just blend so beautifully and so seamlessly, so I highly recommend e.l.f. brushes. Now, if you don't have a lot of brushes to use, Shop Miss A has this in-between eyeshadow brush cleaner that is only $1. You take your brush and you sweep it over this dry sponge, and it takes off all the pigment so that way you can take that same brush and dip into new color. So now I'm going to dip into this color right over here. I'm going to coat both sides of my brush, and I'm just going to place this color right in my crease. So you'll notice I'm not doing anything too bronzy or too brown just yet. This color is a flesh tone crease color, so it really mimics my natural skin tone because I do gradually want to add color to my eyelids. You do want your eyeshadow to look really soft and really blended, so you don't want to go in with anything too harsh. Okay, once you're done applying that soft shade to your crease, now we're going to move on to this color right over here. So I'm just going to use a bronzy shade. If you don't have a bronzy matte color, you can use your bronzer. So I'm just going to coat both sides of my blending brush, and I'm going to take this bronzy shade and I'm going to place it in the crease as well. So you can see now how I'm gradually starting to build the crease color. And do just really big windshield wiper movements. Don't stay in one area. We don't want to build this color. We just want it to be really soft and really seamless. So make sure your brush strokes are really large. Great, now once you're done applying that really soft, beautiful bronze and softening the color, now we're going to move on to the next side. So coat both sides of your brush and tap off the excess. And now you're just going to place this on your crease right on the other side. Okay, once you're done applying that bronzy color to your crease, now we're just going to enhance it just a little bit. So if you move right over here, you can see that I have a chocolate brown color that has a little bit of a reddish tint. So now I'm going to coat both sides of my large blending brush as well because I'm still focusing on my crease. And I'm going to tap off the excess, and then I'm going to place this shade right at the top of my crease as well. So I haven't done anything on my eyelid just yet. I'm still focusing on my crease. So for this look, I do want it to be a little bit more of a warm tone, so I'm not going to be doing any cool colors. Since we are doing a peach look, you definitely want to stick with the warm family. Great, so once you're done applying that reddish brown color, go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, placing it in your crease. So right where your eye naturally folds, you're just going to place this color and go back and forth, and really be sure to do really large motions. Okay, once you're done applying that reddish brown color to your crease, now I want you to soften and blend all the colors together. So always have a clean eyeshadow brush on hand just to use to blend and soften the colors. So I'm going to take my clean eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to take it ever so gently and just soften the work that we just did. So I'm just using the tip of the brush with just a really tiny amount of pressure, so I'm not really applying a lot of pressure. And then I'm just going to move on to the next side and just soften the work that we just did. Great, once you're done softening and blending those colors, now we're going to move on to the lid. So now I want you to take your medium size blending brush, and now we're going to dip into that same bronzy color. So this color right over here, again, you can totally use your bronzer. So now I'm going to coat both sides of my medium size blending brush. And this color, I'm going to take it right at the outside corner of my eye. So you can see now I'm slowly starting to take this color to my eyelid. So we're not doing anything on the crease. I'm just taking this color right at the outside corner of my eye. Great, now once you're done applying it to the outside corner of your eye, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to coat both sides of my medium-sized blending brush, and I'm just going to place this color right at the outside corner of my eye. Great, now once you're done applying that bronzy color to the outside corner of your eye, grab your new best friend, which is going to be your eyeshadow blending brush, because we're going to be blending every color after the application. If you wait till the very end to blend all your colors together, then you're just going to mix all of your eyeshadow colors together. So really be sure to blend your eyeshadows step by step. So now we're going to take our blending brush, and we're going to take this and we're going to apply it right over the color that we just did. Okay, once you're done softening that color, now I want you to take that same medium-sized brush, and now we're going to dip into the reddish-brown color, coat both sides of your brush and tap off the excess. And then once you're done tapping off the excess, now we're just going to place this color right over the color that we just did. So we're just going to place it right at the outside corner. So you can see how I'm placing it just right at the outside corner, right over the work that we just did. I'm just using the tip of the brush just to blend the colors together. Great, now once you're done applying that reddish brown over the bronzy brown, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just coat both sides of your brush, and now we're going to apply it right at the outside corner. Great, now once you're done applying that really beautiful reddish brown color, take your blending brush and soften the work. Look at how beautifully blended everything is once you're done softening it. I really, really love this step. It just makes your eyeshadow just look super airbrushed and really beautiful. You don't really see any harsh transitions or any harsh lines. Overall, just makes your eyeshadow look super soft, really smoky, and really seamless. Great. Now, once you're done softening and blending those two colors together, now we're going to move on to our lower lash line. So for our lower lash line, we're going to grab our really small brush. And for the lower lash line, I'm going to dip into that bronzy color. So I'm just going to coat both sides of my brush. And for this step, grab your handheld mirror and place it up really high and place it right up underneath your lash line. Now for this color, I do want to take it all the way up underneath my lashes to the center part of my eye. So really be sure to sweep it underneath your whole eye, and really be sure to take off the excess. You don't want to get any eyeshadow into your eye. So really thoroughly dust off your brush. Great, now I'm just going to take the same color, that bronzy color, and do the same thing on the other side. But before I move on to the other side, I do want to show you why it's so important to put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath your lower lash line. So if I take a look at you directly into the camera, you can see how if you don't put any eyeshadow underneath your lower lash line, it can make your eyeshadow application look a bit heavy. So overall, when you just add a little bit of eyeshadow underneath, overall it just makes it look a lot softer and more natural. So now I'm going to take that same bronzy color and do the same thing on this side. Okay, once you're done applying that bronzy color, now we're going to dip into this color right over here, so that chocolate brown color, and we're going to coat both sides of our really small brush. Now this color, I'm not going to take it all the way underneath my lashes. I'm just going to do this color right at the outside corner, so I do want to make it look a little bit smokier, so I'm just going to connect the two lash lines together, so the top lash line and the lower lash line. So I'm just really focusing right at the outside corner. Great. Now once you're done with that, go ahead and take that same chocolate brown and connect the two on the other side. Perfect. Now once you're done with that, grab your blending brush and just soften everything. Now this step is also very, very important. When you do soften the eyeshadow underneath your eye, you do prevent that line from where your eyeshadow meets your makeup. So overall, it just looks really soft and really blended. So just take it and sweep it right up underneath your lash line. Great, now once we're done with that, Now we're going to start dipping into actual color. So now I'm going to show you the eyeshadow palette that inspired me to do the Rainbow Eyeshadow series. It's such a gorgeous palette, very inexpensive. The ingredients are all safe and non-toxic. I did link the retailer from Amazon down below for you, so please be sure to check them out. So this is the palette right over here. So as you can see, there is no name brand. And when you open it, you can see how we have this really beautiful selection of colors. And there's also two pans. So you get this pan right over here. And then you also get this really gorgeous selection right over here. So you get over 100 shades of mattes, shimmers, and sheens. So overall, just a really beautiful variety of colors. But since we are doing a peach eyeshadow tutorial today, I am going to focus on this first palette right over here. So let's start dipping into peach. Okay, so the very first color that we're going to dip into, I'm so excited, this is going to be so pretty, is going to be this color right over here. So just a really bright, beautiful, traditional peach. Now for this step, I want you to take your medium-sized brush, so your medium-sized blending brush, and I'm going to wipe off the pigment because we did use it for the brown eyeshadow, so I'm going to take it on my in-between eyeshadow brush cleaner. That's only $1, so you guys definitely need to buy this, and you can wash it too, which is great. So very, very sanitary. Okay, so once you're done with that, now we're going to coat both sides of our brush with this peach color. And then we're going to place this peach color right over here, so right at the top of the crease. Now for this application, I do want it to be a little bit more of a sheer application, and whenever dealing with color, you guys, really be sure to tap off the excess and really just double check and really make sure that all the excess pigment is off, just so that way you don't get any pigment on your face. So now we're just going to take this color and we're just going to sweep it right over here. So like I said, I do want it to be more of a sheer application. So for that reason, I am going to apply it in swiping motions. Whenever you want a color to be more intense, then you can build the color just by packing it like this. But since we do want it to be a sheer application, go ahead and just do swiping motions right over here, right at the top of your crease. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more, so you can always add your color step by step, but you can't take it away. So just add your color gradually. Great, so now I'm just going to add that same peach color to the top of my crease, right on the other side. Okay, once you're done adding that really soft peachy color to the top part of your crease, now I want you to move on to this color. So we're just going to work our way down a little bit, and we're going to use this peach color right over here, so it just has a little bit more depth to it. So we're going to take that same brush, the medium-sized blending brush, and I'm going to coat both sides of my brush with that really soft peachy color. And now I'm going to take this color and I'm going to layer it right over the work that we just did. But I do want this color to be a little bit more concentrated, so I'm not going to sweep it over. I'm just going to pack it over. So I'm just going to dip a little bit more color. And I'm going to apply this right over here, so you can see how I'm really starting to build and bring out the peach color. Now this shade I am starting to bring down onto my eyelid. So the very first peach shade I placed right at the top of my crease. But as you can see, I'm starting to bring this color down onto my eyelid. So I do want to slowly start bringing it down. Great. Now once you're done with that, repeat the same step on the other side. So taking that peach color, and now we're going to apply it on top of the work that we just did, but then we're slowly going to start bringing it down. Great, now once you're done applying that color, now I want you to grab just a basic eyeshadow brush, so your traditional eyeshadow brush, and I want you to dip into that same shade that we just used, so that traditional peach color, so nothing too bright, this one right over here. And we're going to coat both sides of our traditional eyeshadow brush. And now I just want to work my way lower, so I'm going to take this color and I'm going to apply it really close to my lash line. So I'm just going to apply it right over here. So now I'm starting to bring the color down to my eyelid. These eyeshadows are so pigmented, so you really don't have to dip in the product and go back and forth. Just dip and coat your brush one time. Great, so once you're done applying that and bringing the peach color down to your eyelid, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side with our traditional eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to tap off the excess, and now I'm just going to start bringing it down to my eyelid. Great, now once you're done bringing that color down to your eyelid, now I want you to dip into this shade right over here. So just that bright peachy color using your same traditional eyeshadow brush. So we're going to dip both sides of our brush, and now we're just going to make the inside corner and the top part of our lashes just a little bit more intense. So I'm just going to layer this over the work that we just did because I want it just to be a little bit more vibrant, and I really want that just peach color to stand out. So I'm just going to take a little bit more, and I'm just going to start layering this right over my eyelid. Great, now I'm just going to add one more coat. And you can see I'm not doing swiping motions because I really want this peach to be super concentrated. So I'm just focusing on building the color. Great, now once you're done making the inside corner really bright and really electric, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, coating both sides of our traditional eyeshadow brush with that really bright peach color. And now I'm just going to build it at the inside corner of my eye. Great, now once you're done applying that color with your basic eyeshadow brush, now take your basic eyeshadow brush and clean it off completely because now I want to go in to a brighter color because I'm going to do the tear duct. So now I'm going to dip into this color right over here. So right next to your really bright intense peach color, there is a really bright intense peach that has a little bit of a reflective pigment. So I love using any reflective pigment on the inside corner. It really does make the inside corner pop and just look really bright and really open. So I'm going to take this color and I'm going to coat both sides of my brush, and I'm going to tap off the excess onto the back of my hand. And I'm going to take this color and I'm going to place it right on the tear duct. So I'm just going to place it right on my tear duct. Great, now I'm just going to add a teeny bit more. Anything that has a reflective pigment just really does catch the light and reflect the light so beautifully. So now I'm just going to take that same reflective pigment and do the same thing on the other side, placing it right on my tear duct. Okay, once you're done applying that reflective pigment to the inside corner of your eye, now we're going to start bringing color to our lower lash line. So go ahead and grab your really small brush that we use specifically for our lower lash line and clean it off on your eyeshadow brush cleaner or on a tissue or on your hand, whatever you prefer. So now we're going to start bringing down that really beautiful peach color to the lower lash line. So I'm going to take this color right over here. So I'm going to use a matte peach shade, and I'm going to coat both sides of my brush. And now I'm going to take my handheld mirror, since we are doing the lower lash line, and I'm going to place this color right over here. So I'm not going to take it all the way up underneath my eye. I'm just going to place it right over here, so right at the center of my eye. So I'm slowly starting to bring down that peach color. Now to make it easier for you, hold the mirror up high, just so that way you do get really close to your lower lash line. If you hold it right over here, you're not going to be able to really tuck it up underneath your lashes. Great, so now I'm just going to take that same peach color and do the same thing on this side. Okay, once you're done bringing down that soft peach color to your lower lashes, now we're just going to enhance it just a little bit. So go ahead and grab your basic eyeshadow brush, and now we're going to dip into this color right over here, so the color that's right next to it, so a reflective peach. So I'm going to coat both sides of my brush, and I'm going to remove the excess. And then once you're done removing the excess, now we're just going to take this color and place it right over the work that we just did. So you can really see how placing that reflective pigment over the peach really does just make it stand out and make it look a little bit more bright. So now I'm going to take that same reflective peach color and do it on this side. Great, so when I take a look at you in the camera, overall that reflective pigment really does make the inside corner pop. Okay, once we're done with that, now I just want to add a little bit of shine to the top part of our eyelids. So for this step, we are going to use our finger, but I'm not going to be using this palette. I'm going to dip into the palette that is right over here, so I'm just going to show it to you. So I'm going to dip into this palette. It does have this really beautiful selection of neutrals right over here. So I'm going to use this color right over here. It is a bronzy color, so I'm going to apply it with my ring finger, because I do want it to be a sheer application. So I'll show you on the back of my hand how when you do apply it with your finger, overall it is more of a sheer application of color. So I'm just going to take this bronzy color with my finger, and I'm going to place it right over my eyelid. So I just want to add a little bit of color, and I just want it to be really bright and really vibrant. So I'm just going to take this color with my finger and just place it right over my eyelid. So overall, just a sheer application of color. And also too, it's almost like a translucent shine. So just a really, really beautiful shine that doesn't take away from your eyeshadow. Great, so now I'm just going to add a teeny bit more because again, you always want to build your colors gradually. Perfect, and I'm just going to lay this color with my finger, and as you can see, I'm placing it right at the inside corner of my eye, so I'm not taking it at the outside corner, I'm just placing it right over the peach because I really want the peach to look really bright and really electric. So you can see how overall it just makes the top part of your eyes just look a little bit brighter and a little bit shinier. So now I'm going to do the same thing on my other side with my ring finger, and be sure to use your ring finger. Don't use your index finger or your middle finger. Your ring finger does apply the least amount of pressure, so overall you're just being more delicate with your eye. Perfect. Now once we're done adding all the color and shine, now I just want to do a little something fun to the top part of our eyebrow, so right over here. So now we're going to take the brush that we use for the lower lash line and we're going to clean it off completely. And then once you're done cleaning your brush off completely, go ahead and dip into that same exact color that we used to just enhance the peach color and coat both sides of your brush. And then once you're done coating both sides of your brush, again, just tap off the excess, and then we're going to take this reflective pigment and we're going to place it right up underneath our eyebrow. So we're going to place it right over here. Now I'm not going to take it all the way and do it underneath my whole entire eyebrow. I just want it to be a little bit reflective, just focusing right at the arch of my brow and then right at the outside corner of my brow. And then once I'm done, I just like to take my finger one time over it just to soften and blend everything. Perfect. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side using that same reflective pigment. Okay, once you're done applying that reflective pigment underneath your brow, you can really see how it does lift and arch your brow. So overall, it just adds a really beautiful shine underneath your eyebrow. Okay, so now that we're done adding all the color and all the sparkle and all the shine, now we're going to line and define our eyes. So for this specific eyeshadow look, since we are doing a soft peach, I don't want to do anything too harsh like a black or a charcoal eyeliner. So we're going to use a brown gel eyeliner. So now I'm going to dip into my chocolate brown eyeliner using my Bobbi Brown ultra fine liner brush. I went ahead and linked it for you down below. And I'm going to coat both sides of my brush and I'm going to take the excess off on the back of my hand. And you can really see how beautiful and how chocolatey this color is. So nothing too harsh, nothing too black. And I'm going to coat both sides of my brush and then take off the excess on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to place this step underneath my lash line. So I am going to tightline my eyes. If you have any difficulties or any trouble tightlining your eyes, if you simply just don't know how to, I help you in my eyeliner and lashes video. So you can refer back to that video and then come on back to this video so that way you can see the end result of this peach eyeshadow look. So I'm just going to take this chocolate brown eyeliner and tightline my eyes. Okay, so I just got done tightlining my eyes, so I do want to show you the before and after. So if I take a look at you right over here, you can tell that we don't really see the base part of our lashes. So my eyelashes don't really look thick or visible. So when I turn a little bit this way and take a look at you in the camera, you can see how you can see my eyelashes now, and overall my eyes look a little bit bigger and my lashes look thicker. So I highly recommend this step, and also too, if you're not a fan of eyeliner, it is an invisible eyeliner, so you will really love tightlining your eyes. So now I'm just going to take that same chocolate brown eyeliner and tightline my other eye. So I'm going to place it right up underneath my eyelashes. Okay, so once you are done tightlining your eyes, now we're going to move on to the lower lash line. So we don't want to leave our lower lash line bare. We do want to add a little bit of color. So the way that I do my eyeliner underneath on my lower lash line is really soft and really seamless. I don't like to take eyeliner and place it at the inside part of my waterline. It does make your eyes look smaller. So to avoid making your eyes look smaller, you are really going to love this step. So for this step, you're going to need a smoky eyeliner brush. And if you don't have a brush specifically used to smudge eyeliner, it's just a smaller version of your basic eyeshadow brush. So this is your basic eyeshadow brush, and this is the smaller version. So if you can find one, then you can get away with that. So now I'm just going to take whatever's left over on the back of my hand, so using that chocolate brown gel eyeliner, I'm going to coat both sides of my brush. Now you can see how it is a really soft, smoky application. So we're going to take that and do that right up underneath our lashes. Great, so I'm just going to take this product and I'm going to use my handheld mirror. So grab your handheld mirror and place it up really high, and then we're going to take this chocolate brown eyeliner and we're just going to place it right in between my eyelashes. So I'm not placing it in my waterline, I'm not placing it underneath my lashes. I'm literally placing it right on top and right in between my eyelashes. So when I take a look at you in the camera, you can overall see how we do have this really beautiful definition on our eyes, but you don't see this really harsh, intense line in our waterline. And overall, it really does make your eyes look bigger. So I really do love this step. Great, now once you're done lining and defining your eyes, you can either finalize the look with mascara or you can add false lashes. I personally really love false lashes, so I'm going to add my false lashes off camera and then I'm going to meet you right back here and I'm going to show you the final look of the Rainbow Shadow Series Peach tutorial, so I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I just got done doing my lashes and mascara off camera, so this is the final look of the Rainbow Shadow Series Peach tutorial. I hope you guys love this look just as much as I do. I absolutely am obsessed with the peach for the end of summer since summer is narrowing down, so I hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your summer. But until next time, I will see you on another episode where we're going to be dipping into so many fun, different colors, so take care and have a beautiful weekend wherever you are. Take care. Bye-bye.